Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm back for another review, and today is a special day because I don't believe I have ever done a trade paperback review. Now today I will be reviewing BattleCats Volume 1, The Hunt for the Dire Beast, and BattleCats Volume 2, Fallen Legacy. Now first things first, shout out Mad Cave Studios, shout out Mark London, shout out Jay Sadlin, all you guys are working your asses off over at Mad Cave Studios. You guys are all the best, and I appreciate all you guys do, all you do for us, and all you have done for me. Reaching out, Mark London, showing me support on my channel, and dude, I can't thank you enough, boss. Like, you have literally, man, opened my eyes to a lot more indie companies, and not only just other companies, but mainly you guys. And you know, I was reading about 2 or 3 of your titles, and now I'm up to date. Basically, I have one more title to read after 2 more issues of Midnight, and then I got Honor and Curse, and I've read the entire library, and I have every single Mad Cave title on my pull at all times. And dude, I couldn't be happier with every title you guys have sent me. I've never seen a company put out as many amazing books as you guys do. Every single book you put out is a banger, and it's absolutely amazing storytelling, and the artwork is always phenomenal in its own separate way. I've never seen anything like it, where every single book you guys produce is amazing in its own way. So without further ado, let's get into this.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
So first things first, I want to start off with BattleCats Volume 1, The Hunt for the Dire Beast. First things first, my boy Mark London is writing this, and man, this boy is writing this book, and he is also the CEO and the Chief Creative Officer of Mad Cave Studios. Like, dude, this guy is a hard-working mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you're killing it, brother. And to put out the type of content you are putting out is just absolutely phenomenal. You can tell he takes his job very, very seriously. He does not play games, and when he's writing a book, he goes all in or nothing, and I can totally respect that, man, and I appreciate that. Because I binged through Volume 1 and 2 in a day, and once I picked the first one up, I couldn't stop. I was all in for it. And every time, besides reading my weekly comics, every time I have a chance, I've been reading my Mad Cave books that he sent over, so that I can get caught up and get ready for our interview that we will be doing. You guys heard it here first. I will be doing an interview. Don't know exactly when I figure out the date. It will happen, but it's going to be more of a, you know, like an interview hangout, because I want to show support, and I want to get the word out about Mad Cave, man, and I wanted to read all of their books before I did that. So, you know what I'm saying, be on the lookout, because I am very excited for that. So The Hunt for the Dire Beast is basically a quest. The King Aramad III has sent out his BattleCats, the greatest warriors of Valdaria at this moment in time, led by the mighty and the great Kelthan. I wonder how you say that, Kelthan or Kelthan. I'm gonna have to ask Mark how you say that. I've never seen a book, though, that have as many splash pages as this. So this one was a little bit quicker. This is only 5 issues in the first volume. The second has 6, but the second one gets more into backstory, and it gets more into the kingdom and the tales of, you know, I was gonna say the Tales of Valdaria. That's a different series. That's the same BattleCats, but different series, which is actually kind of holding us over until we get Volume 3, giving us more backstory on all the you know, Valdaria and characters that we love if you've read it. But so we get some really cool pages in this. We got Mark London writing it, like I said. We got Andy King doing the art for issues 1 to 4. Michael Camello doing the arts for issue 5. Alejandro Geraldo for the color arts for issues 1 to 3, and Julian Gonzalez for the color arts for issues 4 to 5. Miguel Zapta for the book design and the letters, and Giovanni T. Orzocco is the editor-in-chief. Brian Hawkins is the assistant editor. I'm sorry. Jonathan Prada is the assistant colorist. And if I said your last name wrong, I apologize. I sincerely apologize, because with Hellfighter Quinn, I butchered those names, and they were having a blast on that on Twitter. I was laughing so hard. I was like, I didn't want to leave nobody out, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys come together, you guys bust your ass, and sometimes, you know what I'm saying, they talk about the writer, they talk about the artist. Everyone comes together for this book, and they make it a grade A banger, and I love it. So I love how they do a lot of this stuff, like in 550 CY. So I'm believing that's cat years. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, Mark London just goes full out with this. And this is just full out. You know, the hunt for the dire beast is basically the quest for the dire beast. King Aramad III has sent his BattleCats out to find this dire beast and to kill it, and because I guess maybe he knows something that they don't, but they need to hunt this beast down. And you know, they end up having to take out some dark cats in the process, because the dark cats are kind of trying to overthrow the kingdom, because they believe in a totally different god than the BattleCats and the main people in Valdaria believe, and they believe in the lion god. And they believe, think it's the lizard god. It's kind of weird. Like they go for the lion god, which makes sense, but it's like the lizard god. Where y'all get that? I'm surprised there's no dog god. But so dude, this book is bloody. It's gory. It's brute force. And man, just so many amazing panels. Like, look at that cover, man. This is one I want to see. I want to get like this in single issues. I want to get all of these titles in single issues, honestly. Knights of the Golden Sun and what is the other? Knights of the Golden Sun and Over the Ropes will actually be the next two books I do a review for. So yeah, this has amazing panels. Kelthan is my favorite. He's the leader of the BattleCats, and he's just kicking ass and taking names. And he ends up kind of taking they hunt down the beast, and once they get it, he realizes something's wrong. So he does something he wasn't supposed to do, and he takes the beast back to the kingdom with him. And then while the king is kind of mad at him for disobeying the rules, it is King Aramad. Yeah, I believe this is Aramad III. While he's kind of mad that Kelthan disobeyed and the BattleCats disobeyed their rules, he ends up kind of giving them trials to prove their worth and prove their loyalty. And while that's happening, dark cats are gonna try to storm the castle. So I highly recommend you guys checking this out, especially if you guys are reading BattleCats Tales of Valdaria. It is a phenomenal story. This is phenomenal. And like I said, the artwork in this is just, oh my god. It is just seriously amazing. I put that on my IG page the other day. Like, look at that. Oh my god, I love when they show his sword. His sword is so big. I'm waiting for Perry to comment about that one. So let's get into Volume 2, Fallen Legacy. Now, everything that went on in Volume 1 goes on to Volume 2, just bigger and a little bit better, I'd say, because they get more into the backstory. I really can't say better, because they are both par for par amazing. But this one was a little bit quicker to read. This is 5 issues, this is 6. And I feel like because of how great and amazing Volume 1 was, they were able to get a little bit more deeper and more backstory on Volume 2. And you know, it's a lot more wordy, because Volume 1, there's a lot of panels where it's just fighting and there's no words being written. But in this, almost every panel has words in it, and I really, really liked it. So they get their trials and tribulation, maybe you'd call it, to show their loyalty. And the BattleCats, a couple of the BattleCats are kind of pissed off at Kelthan because you know, they're in this situation because Kelthan is supposed to be the leader and he chose to disobey the king and bring the dire beast home because he had questions, which I'm not going to get into because you need to be reading this. You need to read this if you want to know. I'm getting into a little bit of the basics, but that's all I want to talk about because it is a review, but I also want to still be able to, you know, keep stuff a secret because this is something you need to read. I highly recommend it. So one of the leaders of the BattleCats, though, he has kind of a thing for, not a weird thing, but he has like a need to overthrow the king, and he hates the king, and he tried to kill him a few months back, and you know, he tried to assassinate him basically, and there's a mark, I forget what it was called, shoot, so I've been reading some other stories since then, so there's like a mark that kind of gives you that it almost makes him like magical in a way and gives him a power. And let me see, the mark that belonged to the dire beast, because there was a mark on the dire beast, and that was a big reason why I think Kelthan took it back to the kingdom, because he's like, something's up with this, something's up. So if you guys want to find that out, you'll know. So what the mark will end up doing is there's a power inside of them that some of them might not even know they have. But so while this is going on and the king has them, you know, fighting and doing kind of gladiator style, you know, stuff in the like in a tournament, and I'm trying to think what the word would be, like in a, oh shoot, forget it. But while he has them doing that, like I said, the BattleCats are trying to overthrow the kingdom, and they don't even know that this is going on until they get a little bit closer and they see that King Aramad has, you know, invited people to come see and witness the tournament and watch the BattleCats fight, and the BattleCats are like, see, look, the lizard god is on our side, and they think this is the perfect opportunity to storm the gates and finally kill the king and tell everybody that the new god they need to praise is the lizard god, not their lying god that they've been that they've been praising a false god, and that the way that they've been living and that the way that they've been known to survive and everything has just been a lie. The way of their life is a lie. And look at the King Aramad. We get a little bit of backstory on how King Aramad meets his wife, aka his queen, and dude, there's just they get a lot more into some backstory on this. We get some backstory on Kelthan, on what made him want to be a BattleCat and then become leader of the BattleCats. And there's just really cool stuff in this, guys. Like, I couldn't recommend it more. If you guys have not read BattleCats, I highly recommend it. And if you guys are only reading BattleCats Tales of Valderia because it just came out, that's how I found out about BattleCats. So I found out about BattleCats from Tales of Valderia, and was dying to get into these, and I had no idea that they were this good. These are phenomenal. It's just, I feel like it's very essential. If you are into the Tales of Valderia, you're missing some stuff, some really amazing stuff if you're not reading these. So I highly recommend it, guys. And you know, I'm gonna have to maybe figure out something for a giveaway, because I see we're almost to 500 subs. So yeah, man, look out for another review coming very soon for either Over the Ropes or Knights of the Golden Sun. But definitely we'll have some more reviews coming from some Mad Cave Studios titles, and then be on the lookout for a date for when me and Mark London decide to hang out and do a live show. So without further ado, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and go support Mad Cave, guys. I really would appreciate it if you guys just go check them out, man. Show them some love and see what you guys think of their titles, because I really do think that there's something for everybody out there with what they're putting out. And yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on your way out, hitting that subscribe, hitting that bell notification, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.